Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a red, we're going to be doing it with the Jackie Aina and ABH palette. We're going to be using majority of wigglies and edges, and then we topped it with a little bit of Zam. Also, I tried out one new foundation, but two shades because this one's too light, this one's too dark. So the Smashbox. If you guys are interested in how I did this makeup look, how it looks, if you like it, I recommend you watch this video, finish watching the video. I personally love this look. On brown eyes especially, it makes them pop out. My eyes are not this honey. I really like it. It's very nice, very beautiful. If you like it, please make sure to follow me on all social medias. I will leave them linked down below. Subscribe, ring the bell, share this video, share it with your friends. Okay, I hope you guys like the video. Hi guys! We are going to start off by priming the skin with Too Faced RX Hangover. We're going to put that all over the face. We're going to put that down the neck. Make sure it's everywhere. We need to hydrate the skin. And then we're going to go in with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. We're going to put that on the T-zone, mainly to hide my large pores. It's mainly around my cheek areas and, you know, to cover up the creasing that could happen throughout the day on the sides of my mouth, my smile lines. And then we're applying Becca Liquid Champagne Pop on the high points of the face. We're going to put that on the forehead, the nose, upper cheekbones, and I like to apply that with a damp beauty blender. Next, we are going in with Smashbox, the full coverage foundation, the Studio Skin. I'm mixing two shades. Like I said before, one's too light, one's too dark, so I put 0.3 and 2.12. And I like to look for the same undertones when I'm mixing them, and both of these are neutral undertones because my skin tone is neutral. So we are applying that with a beauty blender, but I definitely would say maybe work in sections if you're going to use a beauty blender because this definitely dries down fast. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm kind of struggling. So I personally like it more with a brush now that I've used it a little bit more. So here I am spraying the face with Mario Badescu in the lavender. I just put that in a travel size. And then we're going in with Too Faced Porcelain, the multi-sculpt use concealer. And then we put that on the inner corners and the outer corners because my inner corners are the darkest, and I use what's left of it to blend outwards, and then also on my outer corners. I put them basically on my two darkest corners. There's no need to do the whole triangle thing and fill them in. I mean, unless that's your thing, but like you guys can see, especially this concealer, it spreads out very, very beautifully, and a little goes a long way. A little definitely goes a long way for this concealer. So we just pat that into the skin, making sure everything looks good. I like to put a little bit on the chin too, you know, just for a little bit of a brightening effect. And now I'm gonna go in with the P. Louise in shade Rumor 2. I first start off by applying it with a brush, and then I like to blend it out with my beauty blender. I've not yet mastered blending it out with the brush. Like, I see a lot of people on YouTube do it, but I think it's all up to you. Like, you don't have to follow those rules. It's all what feels good for you and comfortable for you. And it just so happens that with a sponge, it feels better for me. And we set. I like to set it with the Laura Mercier Translucent. I set my under eyes and the lid primer. I know some people are against setting your primer. I'm all for it. I don't like to blend on sticky surfaces. It just kind of makes it drag a little more and blend a little harder. So I'm just setting the rest. I'm setting my smile lines everywhere else where I crease. Not the foundation. I don't need to set my foundation with this foundation at least. And now I'm filling in my eyebrows. We're using Benefit Precisely My Brow. I like to use the 5th darkest shade. I looked for the shade and it just says 5. So I'm gonna assume it's the 5th shade. Darkest one. And nothing special. If you guys want an in-depth brow tutorial, just let me know. I will definitely get on it. But they're kind of simple, you know. They already have like a nice shape in my opinion. I just go along. I don't really add much to it. I more so fill it in. Getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder, you know. Sometimes everything just gets hot. Sometimes everything just gets hotter. Feeling like I'm missing some part. We comb over it, then fill, then comb, then fill, then comb, then fill. It's basically a process. And then we're going to define it a little bit more, clean it up with the same brush we put on our primer. Our lid primer with, and just repeat the same process all over again. We speed this through so it doesn't get too boring for you guys. Yeah, just extending the tip of the brow outwards. I'm definitely going to say, don't be sad, don't be discouraged if your brows come out more like sisters than twins. You know, maybe even friends than twins. We all have those days. I think I had that day today. Keep loose and sleep. I'm at extreme at midnight. So hard to please. So now I am applying Maybelline City Bronzer. You guys know this. Shade 100. I'm looking for another good bronzer. Something like this. It's just so hard. It's like, this is perfect. This is perfect. A perfect balance of neutral, of cool, of ashy, but also a little bit of warmth. Like, look at that. And you don't see many often like that. We're going to blend the line down. We're going to bring it down the neck, give us a fake jawline. And now I bought this ABH, the ABH bronzer in shade Tawny. But look at how red. You see how shocked at how red it was? But I was like, well, I did it, so I gotta do it to the next one. So, yeah, like a trooper, I put that everywhere. I think it's the brush that I use. I don't think, because I've used it some since this video was shot. And it's not bad. This kind of reminds me of the Estee Lauder, I forgot the name, Beautiful Bronze or Bronze Goddess. Bronze Goddess. That's me trying to fix it with a big brush, with a big fluffy brush. It must be salvageable. So yeah, like I was saying, it reminds me of the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess and how red and rosy they are. So what I do with the Bronze Goddess is for like a good 6 months, I used it straight up as a blush. And speaking of, we are going in with highlighter, Venus Lunar Beauty. And I'm applying that everywhere. Again, setting the powder, you know, to make it look a little less powdery with my Mario Badescu. And just making sure that there are no creases underneath the eyes, blending that and pushing the spray into my face. And now we are going in with the ABH Beautiful Palette with Jackie Aina. And we're going to start with Ginger. We're going to put that on the crease with a big fluffy brush. Sorry. And, you know, don't be afraid if it looks a little stark, a little harsh. You just blend that out. You get then a cleaner, fluffier brush, and you just blend the edges. No additional product. Don't put any more product. Remember, we already have rich color on our lids, on our crease. And just keep applying more until you get the desired effect. Because either way, we're going to go in with the blending. And then it lightens up as you blend with that clean brush. Don't put any more product. Then we're going in with Wiggle Ease, and we're putting that with our finger for the best color payoff all over the lid. Oof, it is so beautiful. Not for nothing, as soon as I put the red on my eyes, it just made my eyes pop. And we go back in with the original fluffy brush that we put the transition color in and just blend a little bit more. And then I put I put Zam on a clean finger. I put it on top of Wiggle Ease to lighten it up and sort of like amp the look. Definitely think it gave it that pop. Then I put Trust Issues on the center, just the center though. And it just gave it such dimension, such depth. And then I got Credit on a small tapered brush, and I put that on the outer and inner edges of my eyes, sort of creating like a small little C. Not necessarily a halo, but just giving depth. Like I wanted the center to stand out so much. That's why I added just Trust Issues on the center. And then we go back in with the fluffier brush and we blend it out. And we put Zam on the brow bone as a highlighter. And then we put that again on the inner corners. And then we're going to get Credit on a flat definer brush, and we are going to run that through the lower lashes. Just look at how my eyes, oh my God, look at that frame of my eyes. Yeah, you can tell that I wore this often afterwards because everyone asked me if I was wearing contacts for a bit because it just, oh my God. I looked like I have hazel eyes. This is how you know it's a good palette. And then I put more Zam in the center because it kind of got lost with all the other colors, and I realized that this color is what I need to stand out. And now we're kind of going to make a smoky wing with Credit. Maybe not a smoky wing. Maybe not a smoky wing, sorry. It's more of just a wing with eyeshadow instead, and we're going to smoke it out a bit. So yeah, I guess a smoky wing. And then we're just going to repeat the same process on the other eye. I like to open my eyes sometimes just to see where it's going in the general direction. See if I need to add more, take away more, smoke it out more. Either way, I like them both to be even. And that's what I'm checking for right now. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. And then we again go in with Zam. Put a little bit of that in the center. Because again, this is my color. Could not get lost in translation. And then I started to feel a little bit washed out, so I added more Glam Bronze, the Morphe Glam Bronze in Icon with a fluffier brush. And, you know, in honor of Miss Jackie Aina, Milani Luminoso, it's one of her favorite drugstore blushes, so we, of course, had to do that. And we just pop it on the cheeks. Then I go in with my Chanel mascara. Nothing crazy. You don't need a Chanel mascara, let me just say that. It's just sort of, I had it, so I used it. It does give you volume though. Not so much of a lift, not so much of a length, but definitely volume. And then I run that through the lower lash line too, on the lower lashes. Then we get Sweet Tea by Morphe. And we are not going to overline our lips. I don't like to do that because it never looks good on me. I think it's the fact that I don't have a steady hand. But yeah, we're just filling in the lines. And we are using Makeup Revolution, the lipstick in Elite. And then we go in with Dose of Colors Mickey Mouse Collection in Rockin' It because I thought it needed to be a little bit more neutral. I know I don't show it. I was just kind of running through it. And then during editing, my boyfriend goes to me, what are you even using? It's okay. It's okay. I have a great memory. So now we are using the e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel just to set the brows in place. It's such a great brow gel. Yeah, my brows today are definitely friends. Not sisters, not even close to being twins. Mm-mm. And now we are putting on the Allures Luxe Silk Marquise Lashes. We are, it was a little bit of a struggle, but that's because I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice. It's been a minute, so it's okay. But we end up getting there. And as I am applying my lashes, let me just once again say thank you for sticking to the end. If you did, I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. While you're at it, please make sure to subscribe. Give this a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Everything else. And yeah, guys, thank you again.
Stop baby, begin. You done?
Bitch.
Thank you. Don't look at me.
Okay. Hi, guys. What is wrong with you?
I'm bursting it, boo boo. Papa. I can't do it anymore. Because I'm amazing. That's the. Well, baby, you're not here.
I'm gonna do eyes. What was the last thing you said you remember?
That's not important because we're talking about the last thing I'm trying to say I remember. I can only keep one in the queue at once.
Therefore, you will not.